So like we said in the office, we didn't want to waste any time. We're out here taking a look at this so-called abandoned mansion.
The numbers make a lot of sense on paper, but does the house make sense is the big question. I honestly like the outside of it though. Walking up to it, super grand feel from the street. Beautiful neighborhood, we know it well.
You can tell this thing's been abandoned though.
Yeah.
Almost all the landscaping's dead. Take a look at how many of these plants have just been neglected. There's a lot of deferred maintenance going on, so I expect we're gonna find a lot of that inside and out.
Yeah, just walking through the front, this is all, you know, off color, miscolored, so there's a lot of stucco repair to do around this house.
I don't know how long it's been since anybody's been here. Look how overgrown all that
Yeah,
stuff
I mean,
is.
this is all trashed.
No one's been taking care of this place.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to take all this stuff off the outside of the house.
There's also a slight buzzing going on,
Oh shit.
and I think it's coming from up there.
Dude, that's like a full beehive up there.
That could go into the attic. There could be thousands of bees in there. I have no idea. Beehives are like an iceberg. You only see like a fragment at the top.
So, I mean, we put a healthy budget on this house. We have about $600,000 going into it from our initial numbers as to where we have to buy this. This outside is gonna be a lot, dude. I'm thinking 50,000 in landscape at least
I didn't
here.
expect it to be this bad, so let's go see if the inside is just as bad.
Before we go inside and check out this 7,000 square foot mansion, make sure to like and subscribe so you could watch this thing if we decide to buy it. I don't know if we're going to yet.
All right, let's go.
All right.
These are so heavy.
I mean, the doors are pretty nice.
They're really nice.
Depending on the style we go with.
Yeah, but overall this house is like old, really heavy. There's a ton of stone, a ton of heavy iron everywhere. It's all old Tuscan style.
Yeah, I mean, first thing we notice is one, the texture on the walls. This isn't even like a standard texture. This is like a thick plaster. This is gonna be impossible to get off. Do we have to re-drywall the entire house?
I don't know, but it's definitely something that we can't leave. The old like Gothic style plaster, we're not gonna be able to leave.
Dude, this is crazy.
And the columns too. I mean, there's like how many columns just in here in the entryway that we're looking at right now.
There's no way we could take them all out.
No, and these are probably all solid too.
One thing we do with columns like this, I mean, there's more in this house than any other house we've ever been in, but the houses we do buy with these type of columns, if they can't come out, we just drywall over them nice and square, which does modernize it a little bit. But I mean, is this a house we take every arch out of throughout the entire house, or can we stick with it? I don't even know.
I've seen too many, honestly, already. Those are weird. This is your living room, I'm guessing, but
Yeah.
it's like a giant octagon.
There's a lot of ups and downs too. I mean, you got
Steps.
staircases all over the place.
Yeah.
Positive is they didn't lie about the views. In the listing, it said this has, you know, views to dream of. Dude, this is crazy. I'll show you later at the end of the video though. You gotta stay tuned.
I just don't love this round room.
Is it round or is it like an octagon? I
I mean,
can't tell.
it's just roundish. It's just weird.
It's big.
It's big and weird, and it makes every wall pretty small because you have to, it's all in these little sections.
Yeah, I mean, this is not an easy job to tackle. You know, fireplace, we have to do something big and designer in here. There's already a huge existing fireplace, but it's super dated, so I don't know.
How do you modernize a room like this? This house is so big, it's gonna take us probably close to an hour to look at every room and every corner of it. Why don't we do this? Why don't we split up? Let's walk through the house, take a look at every room. We'll come back, we'll tell you guys all the pros and cons that we found. Although the room's weird, I do like how large it is and how tall the ceilings are. So it's a grand room. I just don't know how to modernize a round room like this.
I really like this bar actually. It is a little bit odd with the different levels you step down into it, which is cool, but this brick ceiling, I mean, dude, if we do something with like white walls in here, that brick ceiling would look really cool. other than just doing it like for like. I mean, it'd be cool to put like a big wine cellar or something in here. So I think the pro of this room is you got a really cool bar. I love the ceiling in it. Definitely a pro to have a bar right off the main living room. Big con of it is, you know, we have weird angles to work with. And I think the angles throughout this house are gonna cause us issues.
It looks like on the ground floor, we have a really big grand office too. There is no closet. I did see a bathroom right when we walked in the front, so this wouldn't be considered a bedroom unless we installed a closet. I don't think that we necessarily would have to do that, but I think it's really nice to have a big grand office. Everybody's working from home now more than ever, so to be able to have this and, you know, basically design this as a super luxurious in-home office, I think that would be a nice pro.
So being that we're in a $5 million plus listing, if we decide to renovate it, I actually think having this big, grand, tall ceiling, grand staircase, right when you walk through the front door is a huge pro for this house. I really think that we could do some really cool stuff with the railing, with the actual staircase, and hang a beautiful chandelier. Look at how tall the ceilings are here. I like this factor of the house.
Going down another level in the house again, there's a cubby by the front door. There's a cubby what looks like it's your dining area. And I think we've arrived in the kitchen in this massive mansion.
A little bit odd in terms of the layout, but I think, you know, the pro side of it is it's a pretty big space where we know we can get in here for sure and do our thing, modernize it quite a bit. I don't know what that area is over there that leads to the dining room, but we absolutely have space for a huge waterfall style island right here. That's our thing. It makes every house look much more upgraded and modernized. And we definitely have space for some big cabinetry or hood wall or something cool here.
You know we're gonna rip all of this out, so it's big enough to do what we wanna do, and it's a big enough room to make a massive kitchen in a multi-million-dollar listing. But this weird space right here, I think this is their pantry, which is definitely not big enough. And then you have this silly walkthrough to your dining area, which is really not needed because it's right around the wall. We could close this, finish this off with cabinetry, and create a little hidden door. We haven't done a hidden pantry in a while, so that's a good spot if we did want to do that.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be really cool. People really loved that in the last high-end house that we did. So if we double stack the cabinets all the way around, did a hidden pantry, I think that'd look really sweet here. So coming out of the kitchen, love the kitchen. Big con though, and negative that I see is 7,000 square foot house. There's really no grand formal dining room. This is what we get. It's not big, it's oddly shaped. You can't fit a huge 10, 15 person table here for a house this size. I actually think this is a big negative for the house.
There's a lot more house over here too.
What's over here?
There's another bathroom. I think we go into the garage, and I think this is a home theater room. It is abandoned, so we have no power and we have no lights, so we're doing our best here. But they may have been using this as a bedroom, but it's got a step down and sconces. It feels like a home theater room.
It's actually pretty cool. I mean, it does have the step down, so we could do 2 levels of seating. We could do big sconces on the walls and design the walls and put a huge TV there.
Just nice that
this is sweet.
Massive mansion comes with a home theater.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Couple pros and cons downstairs. That's pretty much the main level of the house. So now we gotta go check out where the primary bedroom is and see what that looks like.
Even though this stairwell, when you walk in, is grand and it's really nice to see, replacing all this could be a con for us because we're gonna have to custom bend all new iron, and that could cost tens of thousands of dollars to replace.
Yeah, it really can. And just the amount of stone in this house that's gonna have to be demoed. I can imagine what our demo budget's gonna be here.
Yeah, this is an extensive job here. So again, with all of the style, the columns, the beams, everything carries up here. We have more cubby weird areas. It looks like this could be an entrance to a master, so let's go in here.
Okay. One thing I noticed just walking in is one, you almost hit your head on the doorway.
It's really low.
This is like 6'5".
So for an entrance to your primary bedroom, it doesn't feel that grand. That would have to be addressed. The room itself is a good size.
Room's huge.
But weirdly shaped. Look at all the ins and outs and the angles in here too.
This whole house has octagon walls.
Weird angles.
I don't understand that. I guess a pro of the room, if we had to pick one, is We do have a big wall here that we could put a really cool linear gas fireplace in this house, floor to ceiling, make it a really awesome feature wall. And then I think another pro of this room is obviously a balcony with insane views of the city.
Yeah, this is great. Straight from your bed, you got views of 2 of the holes on this golf course and the entire city and all the mountains, so definitely a plus.
Yeah.
So the master bath has a step down too, so more levels in the house.
Imagine like being at like 2 in the morning, you gotta use the bathroom and you stumble down these stairs.
I don't love that. I don't love the split levels, especially in the master suites.
Yeah, that's really kind of a
But this
big
space
negative.
feels big. There's another cubby area. It looks like the water closet, an actual closet, a second closet.
Check out the water closet here. Check out the toilet. Oh no. Really weird. So it's a big closet though. Two big closets.
2 big closets. Look at just how weird of the space is. Look at that pinch that you walk into.
This is like 2 feet of space.
To get to the rest of the vanity area and the shower. So although this is a good space to work with, none of it would be able to stay. We'd have to take this back, basically edge to edge, have a blank slate, and come up with a complete new layout for the master bath.
So I think it's a pro how big of a space it is. The con is, I mean, dude, we're talking about, we would have to pretty much demo every wall in this entire master bathroom and rebuild it, which could cost, you know, tens and tens of thousands of dollars. I mean,
it's a lot more
that
than
could
we
put us
normally
way
spend.
over budget here.
It's a lot more than we normally spend in a master bathroom and a lot more head scratching to do to make it all make sense.
Yeah, I mean, look at the fireplace I have right above the tub. I mean, all this type of stuff has to come out for sure.
It's a cool idea. It's a nice feature to have a fire in here. Very luxurious, but we're not keeping it.
All right, well.
See what the rest of the house has in store.
So I think a huge pro that we found in 4 points of the house so far is views from the city at different points of the house. So main living area, you have full city and strip views. Kitchen, you have full city and strip views. When we walk up this main stairwell, there's this big window right here that also gives you a beautiful view. And then finally from the primary bedroom and primary bedroom's balcony, full city views. So being that you don't have to find the corner of a house to see the entire city view, which most houses really have that, you could see that from almost every point of this house, which I really love. I think that's super valuable here.
They definitely doubled down on the fact that the view is great in this house. But we are upstairs and I have yet to walk into another bedroom besides the primary bedroom. So that means either all of these are gonna be bedrooms and all the bedrooms happen to be on the second level. We do love a master down on the main level, so I consider that a con.
All right, so cruising over here, I don't know where we're at.
Bedroom.
Okay, so we got a secondary bedroom. What I like about these secondary bedrooms is they both have their own baths. So ensuite baths inside the bedrooms, that's a pro. Also, I think what's pretty cool here is it looks like there's multiple balconies throughout the house. So this bedroom actually has 2 balconies. Does that one have a balcony as well?
Yeah, this has got one here.
So this bedroom also has a balcony, so that's a pretty cool feature to have.
Yeah, it doesn't look at much, but just the fact that it has it is a nice accent in the room.
Yeah, they're not huge rooms, which I think could be a little bit of a con. They're not oversized secondary bedrooms, but I think, you know, they're big enough for a nice queen size bed for the kids.
Yeah.
And they have ensuite baths, so.
Is that a pro? Is that a pro there?
Yeah, I think it's a pro. All right, so we got primary bedroom there, 2 bedrooms here.
This one's actually a large bedroom.
Oh yeah, nice.
Again, another balcony in the bedroom. So they all have their own balconies, they all have their own baths. This one's actually much better because it faces the course in the city.
Dude, whoever gets this bedroom really lucked out because that's a sweet balcony.
This is the favorite kids' room for sure. Yeah. So all the bedrooms, I would say, although they are all on the second level, which isn't great, they all are situated nicely with balconies and bathrooms, so that's a plus.
What do you think about the fact that, and we will like your opinion on this as well, this is a 7,000 square foot house, and right now I've only counted 4 bedrooms total. The primary and these 3 secondary bedrooms. Is that enough beds for this big of a house?
Good question. Let us know in the comments.
So we hope you guys want to see this as bad as we want to see it. The best part of this house, what's supposed to be the selling point, is the backyard and this insane view. Like and subscribe before we show it to you.
Before we even get to the view, right off the door, the covered patio is massive.
Dude, this thing's sweet. Oh, look. Also has a huge outdoor kitchen as well. Definitely has to be completely redone, but I love the fact that you have an outdoor kitchen already built here. It makes it super easy for us.
All mostly covered, situated off to the side really nicely. All we do is just redo what's already here.
Yeah, and the front yard landscape's super rough, but like this wall of green right here, it's all alive, it's all doing well, and it creates a ton of privacy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, they let all their grass die and they let a bunch of the little plants die, but your side walls, even on that side too, give the entire lot privacy from its neighbors.
Yeah, this patio though, this is a killer patio.
Talk about deferred maintenance. Look at this pool. The spa is completely empty. Probably has been for who knows how long. The pebble tech's flaking off, and we can't even see the bottom of the pool. It's so dirty and disgusting. It's got algae growing in it. It's dark green. I don't even know what's at the bottom of this pool. The shape and everything with the infinity edge is sweet.
I love that.
But the pebble tech, the tile, probably all the equipment because it's been sitting. This pool needs a rehab itself.
Yeah, I mean, so the pro is we like the pool with the infinity edge.
Yeah.
I like the beach entry as well.
Yeah.
And I like the spa in the center of it. But this thing could cost us like, what, $50,000 to
I don't know.
redo possibly?
I
I
don't
don't even know. So that's a big question mark, big con is that how dilapidated it is.
The only plus is that it's holding water.
Yeah,
So we know
it does
there's
hold
no
water.
crack at the bottom
Right.
of it. Yeah.
But I'm guessing nothing works on it. It's got to be completely redone, retiled. The coping's got to be changed.
Yeah.
Not a cheap thing to do. But man, check out this view. Check out this view. Now this view has to be one of the best views I've ever seen in town here. We have a full unobstructed strip view, mountain view, and it looks like we're on the tee box and the green of a country club golf course.
Being on the course is one thing. It always makes homes more valuable to look at the fairway or look at a tee box, but this takes it to a whole new level. It makes the course view, honestly, a total understatement because yes, you see the course, but you see so much more, and it truly makes this lot very, very special and very hard to replicate.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't buy a lot in an established country club neighborhood in Vegas at this point. You just can't do it. So it's almost irreplaceable value. Mm-hmm. This is a huge pro for this house. They weren't lying when they said that this view is to die for. It's very, very special.
One more pro of the house that we did zoom by is this little nook that I guess they were utilizing as a library. Right here it's got all his books and all the shelving in it. We'd probably renovate and take everything out. I don't know if we would recreate it as a library, but you already have an office, so having a nice other dedicated space as a reading room could be really cool.
So at this point, we got to make a decision. We are on the clock. We have a timeline in terms of due diligence to make a decision on this house. We've run the numbers. I really think that if we could keep this house within the $600K budget,
Somewhere
plus
there.
or minus, this could be our first $1 million plus profit flip and our biggest one yet.
Yeah, the comps are pretty good, and I think that we may even exceed ourselves with a really nice design in here and end up listing this higher than we even think. But we always like to be conservative, and even on the conservative basis, I think it's still pencils.
So the question is, do we buy or do we pass?
I don't know. Honestly, walking through this thing, I think we're stepping up in the world. We may have to take a leap of faith, buy our biggest home yet, our most expensive home yet, our biggest rehab yet, and our highest listing yet.
Dude, I'm looking out the window again at that view, and I can't say no to it. I think we gotta buy this house.
If we're buying this house, the least that all of you can do is subscribe to the channel, because this is going to be a gigantic project taking us over the span of many months and many headaches, I'm sure, but I'm positive that the finished product is going to be absolutely a dime.
If you have any questions on how we comped this property, the numbers we ran on it, or walking through it and determining how we decided that we're actually gonna buy this, drop them in the comments below. We're always happy to answer it.
Guys,
Until then,
until then, we'll see you on the flip side.